Hi, welcome to today's episode of The Young and the Restless. And we open up and we see Nick and Sharon pray that Fate goes to sleep, and Nick offers to stick around and lock up the place, but Sharon says that she has Victor's security so he can go and check on Sally. And then we see at the hospital, Sally cries and blames Adam. Adam explains he had no choice, and he explained that he had to make a decision in the moment. Adam said that he chose her. Sally cries and says that why would you choose me over our daughter, and says Adam let their daughter die and he didn't fight for her, and blames Adam for not knowing how to step up for once. Sally says that he destroyed their life, blames Adam for taking away everything from her. She's upset that she was under because the baby had no one fighting for her. Sally then holds her chest and says it hurts, and she keeps crying for the baby and says that Adam let their baby die. She was really crying a lot and pretty hurt and broken by it. And then Sally says that if Adam loved her, he would have known to save the baby, his blood. Adam said the baby needed you. Sally doesn't want to be alive without the baby. And Sally said that Adam made her love the baby and wanting something in her life. And she didn't even want to be a mother in the first place. And says her baby would be her game changer. And she would give her the life she never had before, and she was ready to step up as a mom. And she asked if Adam loved the baby, and Adam said yes, and Adam vows that he would have given the baby everything. Sally said anything but let me go. Sally yells that Adam should get out, and she doesn't want him, and she wants her baby. Elena then comes in and tries to calm Sally down, and Adam exits the room. Back at Sharon's, Faith comes down and almost scares Sharon. Faith says that she is freaked out being alone, and they see the bag of evidence that Chance left there, and Faith asks her mom to put it outside until Chance comes and gets it. Then we see Nick arrives at the hospital, and Adam explains what happened. And Adam tells him that they lost the baby. And we back at Sharon. Sharon and Faith discuss how they felt throughout the time that Faith was missing, and Faith said that she knew they would find her, so she wasn't that worried. Then we see Nick claims that he doesn't know what to say to Adam, and then Elena comes out and Nick asks to go see her, and we see Sally's in there crying, and Nick hugs her and says that he's sorry, and Sally says that it should have been me, and tells Nick that Adam should have chose the baby. Nick says that Adam made the right choice, and Sally says Nick would have made a different choice. Sally says that she failed her. She continues to cry, and Nick tells her the doctor doesn't want her to be in there for too long. But Sally cries and says, just let me go, indicating that she doesn't want to be alive. And Nick hugs her, and we see Adam watches from the door. Then Elena tells Adam to be kind to himself. He lost a baby too. Then Nick comes out and tells Elena that Sally needs something to help her sleep, and she sends both Nick and Adam to go home. Nick asks Adam to go get a drink, and Adam says he will meet with him at society. Then we see Sally lay in bed looking broken, without even any form of tears, and Elena comes in and says sorry to her, and Sally says that these things happen, and Sally requests to go to sleep. She doesn't want to talk, and Sally asks to find out if she can see the baby. Elena tells her that she can just press the button whenever she's ready. Then we see Adam arrives at society, and Nick hands him a drink, and Adam tells him the entire story of what happened, and Adam vents that it's the worst thing that could ever happen to him, and talks about how rough the decision was to make. And Nick And he asked Nick if he could ever make such a decision. But we actually know that Nick was placed in a similar situation, having to choose between Sharon and Faith. Then we see Adam stressed that Sally blames her, and maybe Nick would have made a different decision. Nick tells Adam that he did the right thing. Then we see Adam thinks that his world has changed and it's his fault. And Adam tells Nick that he can go, he will be okay. And then Nick hugs Adam instead of giving him a handshake. Then we see back at the hospital, Sally goes through the gift that the nurses gave her, and she sees the baby stuff and she cries, and she cries out the baby name, and we found out the baby would have been named Ava Hope Sally Spectra Newman, and she feels that like she is a letdown as a mom, and she continues to cry, and she says being a mom was the only joy she had, and she cries and says the baby was more than what she deserved. Then we see Nick returns to Sharon, and her and Faith asks about the baby and Sally, and Nick announced that the baby didn't make it, and Faith hugs Nick. And Sharon asks about Adam, and Sharon says that he has no one to lean on, unlike Sally. Then we see Adam open his gift at society from the nurses, and then Victor comes in and sees him, and Victor goes over and tells Adam that he has a shoulder. He tells Adam that he is sorry for his loss and asks how is Sally. And Adam says Sally hates him. Adam continues to complain that things is always messed up with his life. He can never get things wrong, and says that there is something corrupt in him. That's why the baby died. And he always ruins things. And Victor shares that he also has experience in losing a child, and tells Adam to turn to the people that love him. And Adam says, who is that? I have no one. I have to do it alone. Then we see Sharon tells Nick he is welcome to stay in the guest room. Then Nick and Sharon talk, and Nick says that he knows what it's like to kill a man, and tells Sharon that she has to deal with the emotions and let it out. Then we see Victor assures Adam that he has people in his life, that he has his family, and Adam says that all he wants is forgiveness from Sally. Nothing else matters. Then Adam gets up and leaves. We see Sharon assures Nick that she is processing it, and he tells Sharon to talk before it comes back and screw up their life. Sharon talks to Nick and lets it out, and Sharon doesn't regret it and says that this has activated her. She has been asleep since Ray's death. And Sally continues to mourn her baby and says that the baby changed her, and she promised to never forget about her. Then we see she presses the button so that she can go and see the baby. Thanks for watching. Bye.